Now, pricing your products, pricing your hair extensions is super easy. You're just going to want to use this equation, and you will always be able to determine exactly how much you should be charging your customer. You're going to want to take the cost of the product plus the cost of international shipping plus the cost of packaging, meaning the packaging that you plan to send your hair extensions to customers in, plus the cost of shipping that you plan to charge your customers, plus your desired profit, meaning the profit that you plan to make from every sale. And that should give you exactly how much you should be charging your customer. Now, sales tax will vary depending on which state you live in, and processing fees will vary on which payment processor you are using. So once you figure out how much your payment processor will be charging you to accept payments, then you can go ahead and incorporate that into the equation, as well as how much sales tax will be. That can also be factored into the equation, and that can better help you determine how much you should be charging your customer. Because sales tax and payment processor fees will vary depending on the state that you live in and the payment processor that you are using, for the sake of this video, we're just going to do the equation without those two variables. So let's just say that your vendor charges you $60 for a 12-inch of raw Indian straight hair. Imagine that international shipping is $46. Let's just say your cost of packaging is $5 and your desired profit is $60, okay? Now you're also going to want to incorporate shipping costs to your customer, and we'll say that that is $11. So once you add all of those together, you are left with $182, and that is going to be the price of the bundle. The 12-inch bundle will be $182, and that is what you will charge your customer. So in this instance, you would keep $60 and the remaining costs would go to your vendor. Now that is if you are not purchasing in bulk. Keep in mind that purchasing in bulk whenever it comes to hair is definitely going to help you cut down on costs, okay? It also enables you to possibly make more profit. The more bundles you order, the less expensive your cost will be, okay? You can expect international shipping to be anywhere from $30 to $55. Now, if you purchase in bulk, you will notice that you only have to pay that international shipping cost one time. If you know that you cannot afford to purchase 10 bundles at a time, your vendor may allow you to do the pre-order option, and that's ordering with your vendor every time a customer orders with you. Now, if you decide to take that route, you will need to consider incorporating the cost of international shipping into your customer's costs. So let's say you buy 10 bundles of the 12-inch raw Indian straight hair. So that would be $600. $600 plus $46, which is your international shipping, equals $646. Now, this is the total cost for 10 bundles. So let's go ahead and plug 646 into the equation. So cost of product plus cost of international shipping is $646, plus packaging, which is $5, plus desired profit, which is now going to be $80, plus the shipping to your customer, which is $11, and that leaves you with $742. Now you're going to want to take 742 and divide it by 10. Okay, we're aiming to find the cost of one individual bundle. Since we purchased 10 bundles, in order to find the cost of one bundle, we're going to need to take 742 and divide it by 10. Once 742 is divided by 10, that leaves us with $74.20. Now you can go ahead and round up, leaving you at $75 per individual bundle, and that is what you will charge your customer for one bundle. Now, if we compare this equation and the first equation that we did, as you can see, your profit is actually higher when you purchased in bulk, and you are actually able to charge your customer less. So there are definitely benefits to purchasing in bulk. However, if you cannot afford to purchase in bulk, then you have the option of also buying individual bundles. So I hope that equation made sense. Again, remember to factor in processing payment fees as well as state tax. And that will be how you find out how much to charge your customer every single time. There are also product pricing calculators online as well. So if you just get on Google and type in like product pricing calculator or how much should I price my product, you should be able to find a product pricing calculator, and that will also help you figure out how to price your product if you do not feel like dealing with the equation that I've given you. Now I wanted to talk to you guys about how you can know whether or not you are pricing your products too high or too low. You should not be afraid if your pricing is higher than another hair company's pricing, okay? If you are branding correctly and building a strong brand, you will find that customers will have no problem paying a lot for your hair. Now, some people will tell you that you should only be making $30 a profit. Some people will tell you that you should only be making $60. In my personal opinion, you should be making 100% ROI. ROI meaning return of investment. If a product costs you $50 to buy, you're going to want to sell it for $100, making sure that you can pay $50 for the cost of the product as well as keeping $50. Now, this is just my own personal opinion, but ultimately you get to determine how much of a profit you make. I would also argue that having higher profit margins gives you the ability to expand your business in ways without fully eating away at business profits. So if you plan on maybe having a storefront or maybe having brand ambassadors or affiliates and employees, having higher profit margins will allow you to be able to fund those expenditures without you having to fully eat away at the business profits, because now you have higher margins to play around with. I hope that makes sense. It's all about the demographic that you plan to cater to. It's all about your target market, okay? If you know that you plan to be selling to a higher end clientele, then it would make sense that your product is on the higher end spectrum because they are used to spending more money than somebody that's looking for a bargain. Now, the same thing can be said about the opposite demographic. If you are looking to cater to people that maybe need a good bargain because they don't have the means to purchase hundreds of thousands of dollars of hair, then you are going to want to set your prices at a lower price. Oftentimes what happens is that we will start a hair business or we'll start a business and we'll set our prices, and customers will come to you and complain about the pricing because they believe that the pricing is too high because you're a new company and XYZ, whatever reason it is that they come up with. Do not let that be the reason why you lower your prices. If they cannot afford your hair, then they are not your target market. You are no different than Louis Vuitton and Kendra's Boutique and Mercedes-Benz, okay? You just have to make it an effort to brand yourself in such a way and market yourself in such a way that you get in front of those people that are willing to spend, the price or the amount that you were asking for. Oftentimes, pricing is indicative of quality, and those looking for high quality are not afraid to spend more to get that higher quality. And that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay blessed.